Welcome to week 18 of the Top Self-Care program. I'm Patricia Amborn, and thanks for joining us this week as we continue our discussion on taking care of the body as part of our self-care plan. This week, we're going to teach you how to recharge your batteries or increase your energy level by enjoying some of the simple pleasures of life. Next week, we'll wrap up this section on the body by talking about aging, and we'll also give you an opportunity to continue the process of rewriting your story. So get comfortable, grab your journal or a notebook, and let's get started. And don't forget that you can pause or revisit this class at any time.
In week 16, we discussed exercise and movement, and we encouraged you to develop a personal exercise plan that would work for you as part of a long-term self-care plan. This week, we're going to talk about the opposite of exercise and movement, rest and relaxation. In a self-care plan, you need to balance periods of activity with periods of rest. How much rest you need is based on many factors: your age, activity level, and your overall level of health. We're going to begin our discussion talking about sleep. Recent studies in the last decade have identified a link between a chronic lack of sleep and obesity and diseases such as diabetes. Studies have also found a lack of sleep creates hormonal imbalances that result in increased appetite, and that people who sleep about 8 hours a night lose more fat than those who sleep around 5 hours a night. So, if you've been burning the midnight oil and have not been getting enough rest, don't be surprised if you put on a few extra pounds. Even without the scientific findings, most of us would agree that when we're tired, we can sometimes make poor food choices because we're low on energy and low on time, and it's easy to grab convenient foods or comfort foods, which are usually filled with sugar and fat. When we are tired, it's easy to say no to exercising. And when we're overtired, we can be less safe, and this can cause accidents in the home, or the workplace, or on the road. Let's face it, although our lives are hectic and our schedules are overbooked, the best thing that we can do for ourselves is to get adequate sleep. The quality of our lives, and those we love, depend on it. Our body needs time to recover from the day's events, and we experience this recovery and restoration through sleep. Sleep is a natural state. When we sleep, our level of consciousness is reduced, our sensory activity is decreased, and our voluntary muscles become inactive. So as part of a restorative and recovery function, sleep has several important benefits. It restores and heals our body. This has been proven through studies that found that adequate sleep heals wounds and improves our immune system. Sleep helps to develop our brains, improve our memory, decision-making, and rational thinking abilities. So considering these important functions of sleep, why would you risk the quality of your health by not getting enough sleep? As we stated earlier, your personal sleep needs vary based on your age and activity level and your health. Sleep needs also change when you're experiencing stressful situations. The easiest way to understand your personal sleep needs is to ask yourself how you feel. Remember in the prior week's discussions when we talked about practicing mindful behavior and listening to your body? Well, being mindful and paying attention also applies to your sleep habits. Ask yourself if you feel sleepy in the daytime or are less able to function. If your answer is yes to either of these questions, it's time to pay more attention to your sleep schedule and to make getting enough sleep a priority. If you feel sleepy during the day, researchers have discovered that taking a nap can do wonders. When our brains need a rest, a 20-minute nap can reduce stress, give us more energy, and help us to creatively solve problems, and we'll be less likely to fall asleep after dinner in front of the TV. In addition, naps are good for the heart. Researchers have found that rates of heart disease and heart attacks are lower in countries where early afternoon siestas are common. Naps are best taken in the late morning or early afternoon. A late afternoon nap can leave you feeling groggy. The next time you feel like taking a nap, remind yourself that you're not being lazy, you're actually being more productive after a 20-minute nap. With our fast-paced and demanding lives, many of us have trouble getting a good night's sleep. All creatures have natural biological rhythms. They're referred to as circadian rhythms. They're controlled by an inner biological clock. There are many factors that affect our biological clock, and here's some advice on how to reset yours and to maximize your sleep. Don't drink alcohol close to bedtime. Alcohol keeps your brain in a light sleep, so it prevents your body from reaching the level of deep sleep that it needs. Avoid caffeinated foods or drinks late in the afternoon or evening. Caffeine is a stimulant, and it can stay in your system for up to 14 hours, so it may keep you awake at night and reduce the quality of your sleep. Don't do aerobic or weightlifting exercises before you go to bed. Taking a relaxing walk or practicing stretching or yoga exercises before bed will help you fall asleep more quickly and stay asleep longer. And don't sleep with the television on, because the exposure to artificial light during the night can affect your sleep because it negatively alters your circadian rhythm. In a notebook, write down things that are bothering you, and as you close the book, remind yourself that worrying will not solve the problem. If you're a spiritual person, use prayer or count your blessings to help you relax. Wake up with the sun every morning. The bright light of the sun will reset your body's internal biological clock. And if you don't have access to sunlight, using bright lights will have the same effect. Finally, make sure that your bedroom is comfortable. So make sure it's dark, quiet, and at the right temperature. Besides getting enough rest, there are other ways to nurture yourself and to recharge your batteries. One way is to practice aromatherapy, the use of fragrances. Aromatherapy is an ancient practice. It uses aromatic compounds usually derived from plants. It can change your mood, your energy level, short-term memory, even your overall health. Most often, essential oils are used, but anything that's scented, such as a candle, incense, or soap, can have a mind-altering effect. There are many aromatherapy products on the market that claim to have healing effects. Scientists believe that aromatherapy does not cure conditions, but that it can help the body find a natural way to cure itself, to build up its immune system, and to calm itself. When we inhale a fragrance, biochemical changes occur that can affect our mood, our feelings. When we use an essential oil on our skin, it penetrates and enters the bloodstream and delivers healing benefits. If you want to use aromatherapy with essential oils, it's important that you become educated about them, their properties, and their warnings. Essential oils are very potent, and they need to be diluted with water or with other oils. Some essential oils are toxic to pregnant women and to young children, so you need to be very careful using these products. You can also use candles or incense to relax. These products come in a variety of scents, and they also have less potential for misuse. Fragrances can restore, energize, and comfort us, so it's our hope that this week you start to unwind by reawakening your sense of smell with fragrances you love. Another way to relax and to feel restored is to pamper yourself by taking time out to enjoy a hot, soothing bath. In the Victorian period, water treatments such as baths were introduced to calm the anxiety that people were feeling due to the changes that the telephone and electric light bulb brought into their lives. Imagine how much more stressed out we are now that we have the internet, and cell phones, and social networks in our lives. Taking a bath is one way to shut out the world and turn the technology off. There's a difference, though, between bathing to get clean and taking a bath to relax and be restored. If you want to get clean, take a shower. If you want to feel more relaxed, take a slow, fragrant bath. In order to get the most of your bathing time, follow some simple steps. Allow yourself to have 30 minutes to an hour of uninterrupted time, just for you. So please don't bring your cell phone into the bathroom with you. Choose some music to listen to. That will help you to relax too, and escape from reality for a time. It will also help you drown out the other household noises. Try lighting your bathroom with scented candles, which will create a stress-relieving environment. Enjoy the soothing power of aromatherapy by choosing scented bath products. Focus on the feeling of the warm water, the scent of the bath products or candles, and the sounds of your music, and shut out all other thoughts. If you schedule a relaxing bath once a week, you'll soon see a significant improvement in your mood and in your health. And finally, please don't feel guilty for pampering yourself. You deserve it. Most of us would agree that music is a universal language, one that we can all understand and relate to. But listening to music can also serve as a way to relax our body or recharge our energy level. Scientists believe that listening to music has a profound effect on our mind, body, and spirit. Music can help us to manage pain and depression. It promotes movement and eases muscle tension. Music affects our body and our mind in powerful ways. Listening to music with a strong and fast beat can lead to more alert thinking and can increase your energy level. Listening to a slower tempo can produce a calm, even meditative state, which can lower your blood pressure, improve your immune system, and help fight off depression. Experts say listening to music brings lasting benefits to our state of mind, even after we've stopped listening. So it makes sense to incorporate listening to music in our self-care plan. This week, we encourage you to listen to your favorite music and see how much better you feel. Experts have found that laughing relaxes tense muscles, lowers our blood pressure, transports more oxygen into our system, and stimulates our immune system. So laughing actually helps our bodies heal. Laughing uses muscles in our face, stomach, and diaphragm, and it also represents a physical workout. It improves our quality of sleep. It's important to laugh each day. Having a sense of humor will help us do this. When we develop our sense of humor, we can take ourselves less seriously and appreciate life's challenges with a different perspective. If we add humor to a difficult situation, we can feel less threatened and more in control. And although it's difficult to laugh in tense situations, experts believe that we should try to force a smile because it will calm us down. Studies show that children laugh about 300 times a day. Adults, however, laugh only 17 times a day. That's a huge difference. Knowing the benefits of laughter, we encourage you to watch a few kids this week and see what their secret is. Perhaps they're simply amazed at the world around them and they're expressing their joy. And please don't wait for a health crisis to start using humor as a therapy. Although humor won't make difficult situations disappear, it will help you to get through them. This week, think about how often you laugh and think about ways to laugh more, because laughter really is one of the best medicines. Pets can also help you to relax and to improve the quality of your life. Studies show that pet owners have lower blood pressure and lower cholesterol levels and have fewer minor health problems than people who don't have pets. Pet owners have better physical health because they're exercising with their pets, and they can cope with stress better. Having a pet can decrease the feelings of loneliness and isolation, and that results in a better mental and emotional state. The companionship of pets can help people deal with grief and loss, and can also boost a person's self-esteem. Although taking care of pets requires time and resources, pets love their owners unconditionally. The bond between a pet and owner can be a very positive influence in the quality of a pet owner's life. Taking care of an animal helps you feel useful. If you spend time watching your pet, you can become engaged in the moment, and being present like this can be a form of meditation. The next time you want to relax, pet a cat or a dog, or watch some birds or a fish, and unless you're allergic, you'll find the experience calming and relaxing. One of the most potent stress relievers available to us is literally in our own backyards. Enjoying the natural world around us can help us to relax and to heal. Studies have shown surgical patients who have a beautiful view of nature outside their window while recovering need less pain medication than those who have only pictures of natural environments to look at. So just imagine what being in the great outdoors can do for your well-being and your quality of life. Many experts have recommended walking in nature as a stress reliever. The changing seasons give us something to look forward to. They provide a unique form of stress relief, from budding plants to ripening fruit to turning leaves and to falling snow. They give us an opportunity to appreciate the natural world. And whether we simply observe the nature around us or participate through outdoor activities like skiing or running, walking or gardening, we benefit from the experience, and we can feel both at peace and energized. Nature has a way of quietly getting our attention and helping us to forget about our worries and concerns. Henry David Thoreau, American author, poet, and naturalist, said, "An early morning walk is a blessing for the whole day." We encourage you to take some time this week to think about how you can enjoy this natural stress reliever. Although you may not be able to get out to the country, even looking at potted flowers or at the grass in the backyard will provide some stress-relieving benefits. Our final tip for relaxing and recharging your batteries is to learn how to do nothing. That's right, we're encouraging you to master the art of doing nothing. Taking a break from the world around you and simply being alive in the moment is one way to slow down your heart rate, improve your immune system, and decrease any anxieties or concerns you may have. There are no rules for doing nothing, no recommended periods of time or equipment, and whether you take 10 minutes or an hour doing nothing and just being in the moment, that's going to help your body, your mind, and your spirit to recover from prior stressful events. Doing nothing is not the same as meditating, and we'll discuss meditation in our next session when we talk about the spiritual aspects of a self-care plan. We're not recommending that you do nothing for the majority of your day, but please consider allowing yourself some time, some much-needed downtime, each day to simply exist and to breathe. For many of us, this is very difficult to do. So we encourage you to schedule some do-nothing time and to practice it. Your health will benefit each time you do this. This week we talked about rest, relaxation, recharging your batteries. We discussed that in a self-care plan, you need to balance periods of activity with periods of rest. How much rest you need is based on many factors like your age and activity level and your overall health. We provided some tips on how to maximize your sleep. We also talked about the benefits of taking a nap. We provided some ideas for relaxing and recharging your batteries with aromatherapy, with baths, music, humor, pets, nature, and doing nothing. It's our hope that this week you consider adjusting your schedule so you get enough sleep and moments to relax. Your body needs opportunities to recover from all the day-to-day stress it faces. Providing yourself with moments to relax and to rest will improve your overall mood and your overall health. It's time to practice self-care, and it takes time to practice self-care. You're worth the effort, and you'll love the benefits.
Well, that's it for this week. We hope you're inspired to pay more attention to the role that rest and relaxation have in your self-care plan and in your quality of life. Next week, we'll wrap up our discussion on the body by talking about aging and giving you another opportunity to rewrite your story. Have a great week, everyone, and don't forget, if you're feeling sleepy, please take a nap.
Okay. Does anybody have any comments or anything they want to talk about with this one?
Well, I can truly say I got all of them down except for that pet one.
You'll have to get you a fish, Irene.
Oh, Lord. I killed the last one. We overfed it.
Oh.
Sort of trying to feed it the way we eat, you know?
Oh.
I enjoyed the whole program,
Well, good.
Good program.
but I'm like Irene in that the pet part is also missing for me. And I used to have an aquarium until the last fish died. So I may get inspired this summer to, rebuild my aquarium.
I don't know, but has anybody found out that as you age, you naturally take a nap, sometimes sitting up even?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
especially
Definitely.
especially when you're relaxed and you just kind of doze off.
Mhm. That's the best naps.
Yeah. One thing I noted, I was watching that and I never thought about it. Typically we all usually do showers, so it's in and out to take a
Mhm.
shower. The fact of taking one day a week and just relaxing and soaking in a tub, I haven't done that in a long time, so I'm going to try doing that.
Oh, yeah. That's a great one, always.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, we don't have pet, we used to have pets, but they both my husband and I, our pets have passed on. We chose not to get another pet because we like to travel and stuff. So at our point, I said, if I became a widower, I may get a pet or whatever. But going back to the aquarium years ago, when the kids were home, we had an aquarium, and it was fairly large, and we had about 4 or 5 fish in it, but it was in the living room. And at night when I couldn't sleep, I would go sit in there and I'd turn the light on and I'd sit and watch them. And it was just the tranquility of the water. That's one thing they didn't bring up, is watch, like going to the beach and stuff. You don't really go out in the water, but just to sit there and listen to it. When we went to Hawaii, we had the windows open because we were right on the beach, and just to hear that ocean, a lot of people do what do you call it, those sound boxes or whatever.
Mhm.
And that's another relaxation.
Yeah.
It is.
And I have to admit that having the incense and the aromas and stuff, the scented things is very, very good. I mean, just
Yes.
really good. There's some really good ones out there that, like they said, you can put on your body for pain, or
Mhm.
if you just want to smell good, you drop some in some water and smell it. So it's really good. And that the last one on this luxury of a bath, I do not feel guilty. So I don't have that problem.
Well, about the essential oils, I went to visit, my son and I went to visit my oldest daughter. She was sick with cancer, and she was in the hospital, and she was claiming that, she had such headaches, and he had like this little container of like 6 different essential oils, and one of them I believe was lavender.
Yes.
And he took it out and he put it on a tissue and told her to write right here, and it went away. It was just like, wow.
They are fantastic oils that's out there that do that. And you can even use some of them in your cooking as well, So just really, really good. It's something that people should think about instead of always trying to go to the pharmaceutical company to get something.
Right. And the art of doing nothing, to me, that reminds me of what maybe it's an old term, is meditation, where you stop and do nothing and you just rest your mind and just, sometimes, they say 15 minutes of do nothing and you're good for the day. It just kind of, it depletes everything that's going around you, and then you're ready to, go back into your crazy world again. But it's a time.
I think a lot of people have a hard time to just doing nothing.
I know.
Not me.
I do. I can't, my thing of doing nothing is I'm playing a game on my computer, on my phone, which I don't need to do. I mean, I just need to take a minute and just do nothing, because I unplug my work computer and plug in my personal computer and start doing top stuff. I mean,
Yep.
and I go from there to homework to laying down with my grandson to bed, and it's just the do nothing part is hard for me.
Well, I think sometimes to do nothing, we feel guilty. It's like, gee, we should be doing something. You got to think back when we were kids and how we were brought up, our values. It was work, work, work. I remember my mother years ago, she couldn't understand why people took afternoon naps, because she was with this farm work mentality. You work from sunrise to sunset and you go to bed, and that's it. You don't stop from sunrise to sunset.
Yeah. Yep. Same here. Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to take away?
I want to give him my Great Pyrenees and Great Pyrenees mix and let him try to. They both weigh about 100 pounds, and let him try to relax with them.
Oh my goodness. You're gonna have to get them both on on either side of them and pet you. I mean, pet them. See if you can lay them both down at one time and pet them.
I
Wow.
took them out for a walk and they're walking me at a run.
I like the part at the beginning of this about just the general importance and good things about sleep. But I'd like to comment with Carol, if your Great Pyrenees is by, you might drown in the slobber.
Yeah, true.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Although Saint Bernards are worse at slobber than the Great Pyrenees.
Oh, I didn't
my
know
goodness.
that.
Yeah, we had Saints for a while.
All right. Okay, so next week will be the aging and we'll try to rewrite our story again. So y'all come back for that.